What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today's video I'm going to be going over my top NBA props for tonight. Today is 11/21, so November the 21st, 2022. PrizePicks recently got most of the games up. I believe there's like 6 games up of 8 for tonight. It's already 1:30 p.m., so I want to make sure I can get this posted by around 2 and get this out to you guys so you have time to get the plays in. We absolutely have been smashing it in the Discord. This was just from today. We round robin some picks. We did a 3-pick. We're up 11 units on the day on Underdog. And prize picks, we have two plays that are in play right now. We should be up around 5 units on prize picks as well this morning. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, go to patreon.com/testthelimit. The link is in the description and in the comments down below. It's around 60 cents a day, around $20 a month right now. You get prize picks, Underdog, Thrive Fantasy, any sportsbook bets. You basically get any single bet that I put on. Any slip that I post on prize picks, any slip that I personally play gets posted. You also get deposit matches, even if you're not in the Patreon. If you're interested in playing on prize picks, Thrive, or Underdog, you can use the code. It's up there for prize picks, but it's the same code on all sites, and you get the same exact deal. It's a 100% deposit match just by using code TTL at sign up. So make sure to take advantage of that. You get a free, I think it's up to $100, a 100% deposit match. So we would definitely love to have you in the Patreon if you're interested, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys there. So going into my top 5 NBA plays for the day. First, we have Clint Capella over 29.5 fantasy points. So if we take a look at him, he's hit this in 3 out of his last 5. One of them was very close. He missed by 1.5 on this line. He's averaging 34 over his last 5, and we can take a look at his stats. And he's averaging 11.5 points per game, around 12 rebounds per game, and around 1 assist per game. And then he's also averaging right around 2 blocks and 1 steal per game. And if we check the scoring chart, we can see that a point is 1 fantasy point, a rebound is 1.2, an assist is 1.5, and then every block and steal is 3 each. So his blocks and steals, he would be averaging around 9 fantasy points. His rebounds, he would be averaging, what is that? 13, like 14 points, and then around 12 points on his points as well. So that would be 26 plus 9. Around 35 fantasy score is what he's averaging, which is pretty accurate with his last 5 played as well, where he's averaging around 34 fantasy points. This should be a close matchup tonight, and this is one of my top plays of the day. I do apologize for my daughter in the background. You can see her right here. She's just talking away, trying to explore. But this is definitely one of my top plays of the day. My second top play of the day would be DeMar DeRozan. He's already been bumped to 24.5. I got him at 23.5, but I do personally love this play. So we can go ahead and take a look. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5, and his past 2 games, he's had 28 and 41 points. This is versus Boston, and it should be a close game. I think the spread is like 5.5 right now on sportsbooks. So the odds of this game are very close. On the season, he's averaging 25 points per game, with around 34 minutes played and around 17 field goal attempts. So he definitely has a lot of potential. We can also take a look at StatsMuse, and I'll go ahead and go over a different play first because I already have it pulled up on StatsMuse, and that's Dort under 1.5 blocks and steals. And over his last 5, he's only hit this number once. And if we look at his stats, he actually is hitting around 1.6 per game on average. But if we go to StatsMuse, for every single game on his entire career versus the Knicks, he's had 2 blocks and 1 steal. Over his entire 5 games that he's played versus the Knicks, he's only had 3 blocks and steals. So I definitely doubt that he's going to get 2 today. I expect either 0 or 1. And he's played decent minutes each game he's gone against them as well. So even if he plays like 30 minutes tonight, I don't expect him to get 2. It would be very odd. He hasn't hit this number in any of the 5 games that he's played versus them. So I definitely love this play. And then we can look up DeMar DeRozan points versus Boston. Okay. And we can check each game, and we'll just check the recent ones, right? So he's had 46 points, and then he's had 25 points in the 2 games this year. 16, 23, 37, 30. His average is 21.3. Go back and look at him again. His average is 21.3, but that's also talking about the games where he only had 9 points, 3 points, 7 points, 6, 8. I wonder if I can do the past year to try and average that down. Okay, nice. So he's had 25.3 points on average. This doesn't seem accurate. It might be accurate. I'm not sure. But he's definitely had a ton of minutes, and he's been playing really well lately. Again, I got this at 23.5. I posted this in the Patreon at 23.5. It has been bumped. I think it'll get bumped again, though. This is one of those plays that he has the potential for 40 points tonight. The game is supposed to be close. He has good stats versus the Celtics in the past, and I just see him easily hitting this 24.5 or 23.5 point prop. Next, I have Andrew Wiggins over 17.5 points. We can take a look at his last 5. He said this in 3 out of the last 5. The 2 misses were with 10 and 14 points. And if we take a look at his stats on the season, he is averaging 18.4 points per game, which is just a little bit over that 17.5 line. But he's also averaging 14 field goal attempts, 7 3-point attempts, and he's averaging 33 minutes per game. Oh, watching Vlog Creations, got that tab open. Sorry about that. But definitely love this play as well. And for the final play of the day, it would be Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. This is another play from that same game versus the Bulls. Again, I expect this game to stay very close. He's hit this in 2 out of his last 5. One of the misses was just by 0.5. It was a hook. And I do expect this to stay really close, like I've mentioned. He's averaging 30.3 points per game on the season, and he's averaging 21 field goal attempts. I think this number is just very low just due to recency bias, where he hasn't had that many points lately. The past 2 games, he's gotten 19. So I think that recency bias has him at 27.5, even though I have him projected for around 32. So I absolutely love this play. You could also play his points and assists at 32.5 because he does average 5 assists as well. But I'm sticking with the points. I have him projected for 32, so there's no point in me playing anything else. That's a 4.5 discrepancy, and I'm locking that in. So these are my top 5 props of the day. Again, we have Clint Capella over 29.5 fantasy points, DeMar DeRozan over 24.5 points, Dort under 1.5 blocks and steals, Andrew Wiggins over 17.5 points, and finally we have Jason Tatum over 27.5 points. If you're telling any of these, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully we can get a 5 for 5 or a 6 for 6 in the Patreon. I posted a 6 pick. Hopefully we can get some money today. We've already killed CSGO, so if you're interested in joining that Patreon, make sure to go check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.